become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080 You can as well send SMS on 081 or 08139256742. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the leadership newspaper, we'll flip over to the Vanguard newspaper. Local government autonomy, we will jail officials helping governors divert allocations. Federal government. Tinubu to present 2025 budget Tuesday. Naira depreciates to 1,668 naira per dollar in parallel market. Senate to weaken stop further demolitions in FCT. Tax reforms bills divide governors. 2026 World Cup qualification a mountain too high for Super Eagles. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, PVCs should no longer be sole requirement for voting. INEC. With beavers, PVCs should no longer be sole requirement for voting. INEC. Senate to Wike, we've taken this. Labour Party loses another lawmaker to APC. Emir tussle, no going back on installation of Bichi district head. Sanusi. Governors endorse creation of state police. Senate issues warrant of arrest against Julius Berger, MD. Tinubu to present 2025 budget Tuesday. Woman kills 8-month-old daughter with rat poison. 5 countries with the lowest male population. Death of Okuama leaders in military detention. Pandef others demand justice. Nigerian who wrote WAEC 17 times bags distinction from London school. And that's the much we can take from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. From the Vanguard newspaper, we'll flip over to the Punch newspaper. 68 journalists killed in 2024. UNESCO report. 6 die in India hospital fire. Lagos CJ warns notaries against fraud, attesting fake documents. Ondo revenue workers protest delayed minimum wage. House Lane Niger ex-permanent secretary begged 18-year-old suspect before death. House Lane Niger ex-permanent secretary begged 18-year-old suspect before death. Senate orders Wike to halt Abuja House demolitions. Former Premier League star Lee Tai backs 20-year jail term for corruption. Senate orders Julius Berger MD's arrest over abandoned projects. Court rules on Emefiele's $4.5 billion fraud case January 7th. Late Amoraran's family, Ijesa's chief, clash over funeral levy. RMAFC gets next nod on Act Amendment Alternative Funding. Bayelsa moves against indiscriminate bush burning, open grazing. Mufwang plans task force to recover government assets. ECOWAS finalizes a framework for 75 million per renewable energy facility. ECOWAS finalizes a framework for $75 million renewable energy facility. Labour Party asks court to recover defective rep emoluments. Oyebanji's wife canvasses exclusive breastfeeding immunization. Delta orders arrest of illegal revenue collectors. Enugu activates airport surveillance against COVID-19 variant. Circular Road. Oyo begins fresh landowners verification. Edo proves 100% hike in Benin Abraka Road construct cost. Edo proves 100% hike in Benin Abraka Road contract cost. Lagos Art Exhibition to raise 100 million naira for cancer patients. Reps call for increased funding to develop Arabic village. No vacancy comment. Your opinion. Ex-SGF tells Akume. Adamawa youths walk against GBV. UK varsity trains para teachers in peace. Security. Gombe. Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps trains personnel against fraud, job racketeering. Three-man notorious Sheila gang members arrested in Adamawa. Group hails Badaru over collaboration with security agencies. Group urges Benue Assembly to pass disability bill. And that's the much we can take from the Punch newspaper this morning. From the Punch newspaper, we'll flip over to the Daily Post newspaper. Airport e-gates aided arrest of 10 wanted persons. Nigerian government. Benue Assembly suspend teachers' recruitment exercise. EFCC urges court to strike out Emefiele's application on jurisdiction. FCT take war to criminals. Wike charges security agencies. Alleged defamation. Afe Babalola moves to stop Farotimi from practicing law in Nigeria. NEMA warns against bush burning in Hamatan period. Ogun seeks strategic partnership with Power Africa to revolutionize energy access. Aviation regulatory agencies visit Ogun, certify Gateway Airport for commercial operations. BSUT to partner with pharmaceutical companies for sustainable drug supplies. Ministry to boost art tourism with renewable. Ministry to boost art tourism with renewed hope creative villages. Niger, Governor Bago presents appropriation bill of 1.56 trillion naira for 2025. We won't condone negligence. Adamawa Assembly Committee warns teachers. That's the much we can take from the Daily Post newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the Daily Post newspaper, will flip over to the Nation newspaper. Tinubu to present budget estimates Tuesday. Alia to hold town hall meeting on tax reform bills. Nnamdi Kanu likely for release soon. Kalu raises hope. Government tampering with council funds, impeachable offense. Wike threatens revocation of defaulters' land. Governors embrace state police. Tinubu to present budget estimates Tuesday. Alia to hold town hall meeting on tax reform bills. Military retires 656 servicemen. 19.2 million Nigerians embrace health insurance scheme. Government plans local testing of minerals samples. Jurisdiction, Emefiele gets January 7th date. Major shakeup in Kanu Esco raises doors. Labour Party seeks Court order to declare defecting lawmaker's seat vacant. Lagos distributes equipment to 1,500 entrepreneurs. Meccano Motors launches two Chachang models. Association educates youth on biodiversity conservation. Center to graduate Quran memorials. Creative writer gets commendation. Cleric, Don, others seek support for less privileged. Oladipo Market honors a President General. Others. How to sustain local carriers by Vice President Chetima. And still on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning, Senate to issue warrant of arrest against Julius Vegas, MD. Federal government to strengthen fight against TB, deploys 333 diagnostic machines nationwide. Federal government strengthens fight against TB, deploys 333 diagnostic machines nationwide. INEC to seek amendment to Electoral Act 2022 over election result transmission. LASUTEC. Lagos State University Teaching Hospital turns out the first cohort of anesthetic technologists. Hospital to become center of excellence, drug distribution hub. HP reports list cybersecurity risk for not securing devices. Proper physical education can reduce Nigeria's unbanked. Expert organizational design boost employee engagement performance. How to tackle gender-based violence. Oyo government firm train SMEs operators. Prostate enlargement treatment gets a boost with new medication. NEC urges states to join PFSCU to tackle food security challenges. NITDA flags TikTok X over tax filings in Nigeria. NI, National Information Technology Development Agency, flags TikTok X over tax filings in Nigeria. Owa, Obukun, late monarch's family accuses chief of extortion over burial donations. ACF advocates dialogue, forms a committee on tax reform bills. NEC approves improved funding, legislative review of Establishment Act for RMFAC. That's the most we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning. Remember that you can become part of the conversation. And you're listening to newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. We'll now go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines. Please stay with us.
21st century is gone. When you have Ebona, the 103.5 FM, here, what are you celebrating today? Birthdays, wedding anniversary, traditional wedding, chieftaincy conferment, or fala, etc. Approach Ebona, the 103.5 FM, Ogidi, today to document your event. Ebona, the 103.5 FM offers you live coverage of your events on radio and social media. Video and photo coverages feature on magazines, photo books, and others. News coverage of political and other events. Take this offer and receive a complete coverage. For more information, call or WhatsApp 08065796599 or you visit Ebona the 103.5 FM Ogidi opposite Ogunike Boys inside the Ovin Residency Hotel. Ogidi.
There is for child, Jesus Christ was born Christmas Day.
Christmas this year, 2024, is going to be off the hook. Where are my choristers? As Ebonadi 103.5FM presents Ebonadi Christmas Carol of 9 Lessons live performance featuring Zion Choir and Teresa Catholic Church, Umuonia.
Our Ladies Catholic Church Choir, Ogidi, and the St. Michael and All Angels Anglican Church Choir, Ogidi.
Ebonadi on-air personalities and many choristers. It is happening at the European Residency Hotel, Ogidi, which will take place on the 15th of December 2024. The Christmas Carol party will start by 2 o'clock. For inquiries and sponsorship, please call us on 080-657-96599. Ebonadi 103.5 FM, Christmas Carol. Come, let's worship Christ the Lord.
My business. When I will tell you, HJ radio drama, there we go. HJ radio drama, here we go. Can I tell you every Monday, 8 o'clock p.m. with broadcast on Saturday, 3 o'clock p.m. Now, Ebonadi 103.5 FM.
If you move by finish your business,
Residency Hotels, Leofin Ogidi. Ogidi's #1 place for all type of events. Burunia they were from corporate to social gathering or any type of parties, even end-of-year parties on the club. We have air-conditioned hall and outdoor space of a very good capacity. When Nediano come, let us celebrate your event in style. Residency Hotel, Leofin Ogidi. If you are somebody with a zibote taste, when Emmanuel back in it, I want delicious meals, drinks and spirits brewed in different parts of the world. For booking, call 081-4567-8901. One more. Come, let's make your event come through the way it's dream or your plan of fire. Residency Hotels, Leofino, Gidi, or Gidi's best place for premium events. Ask for an amount of it. Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebonadi 103.5 FM with Martin Define Shukuri is here every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonadi 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
The challenge of students in higher institutions institution of higher learning is enormous. How can young people in our schools navigate through their challenges? Campus Gist on Ebonadi 103.5 FM Ogidi is the time when young people connect to discuss their situations, technological development, academic session, entertainment, interviews, and others that will enable them to navigate through their situations. Campus Gist comes to you on Ebonadi 103.5 FM on Wednesdays 2 p.m. and Saturday 5 p.m. Call us on WhatsApp on 08065796599. Campus Gist, Campus Life Update. Everything you do is fine.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebonadi FM, who will, as the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be?
Our government,
Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community, Street report is here with hardcore journalists to get to the root of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifanishu, PCS number the 4th, every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebonadi 103.5 FM as Street reports on food. Your face. On your Martin Ebonadi 24/7, 24/7.
You're welcome back to Newspaper Headlines on Ebonadi 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 08065796599. You can as well send SMS on 08138397740 or 08139256742. And we are on to this day newspaper. National power grid collapses again, 12th time this year alone. Tinubu to Stemmer. Our business doors are open. Our reforms working very well. Oyedele tax reform bills will end state, local government frivolous spendings. House approves customs alleged complicity in smuggling. Report how ICPC blocked diversion of 189 billion naira on spent personnel cost by ministries, departments, agencies. For degenerating Nigeria, you can drop Kemi from your name, Chetima tells Badenoch. Mahama wins Ghana election, ruling party concedes defeat. Dangote refinery exports first petrol cargo to Cameroon. Sanwo-Olu empowers 1,500 entrepreneurs, reiterates government commitment to poverty reduction. NCDMB, 70% local content in petroleum sector achievable by 2027. House approves customs alleged complicity in smuggling. NGX inducts 86 dealing clerks, urges commitment to professional growth. LCCI projects a 3% GDP growth tax. Federal government on medium-term growth plan. Firms set to boost Nigeria's cybersecurity landscape. Eke predicts a bright future for Nigeria's e-commerce despite challenges. Agbeyewa Farms unveils blueprint to transform cassava farming. PMI celebrates project leaders for addressing food insecurity. And that's the much we can take from this day newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning. From this day newspaper, we'll flip over to Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Dangote Refinery, Neptune Oil announces first export of PMS to Cameroon. Court restrains further sale, publication of Farotimi's book. Nigeria retains top spot as Africa's biggest oil producer. We will handle Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso's ECOWAS return with caution. Tinubu, Dangote will taken this. Presidency to opposition leaders, don't distract Tinubu with the politics of 2027. Scientists propose solutions to environmental health challenges at a Prof. Memorial Lecture. New customs controller resumes at Idiroko border, vows to crush smugglers. Why federal government airport concession project may not work, Sadu. Lagos, Abuja airports retain topmost viable airports. Court restrains further sale. Publication of Farotimi's book. Perspectives on Elon Musk asks reform lead for US federal bureaucracy. We are aware. Meta confirms technical issue affecting Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. And that's the much we can take from the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. That will also mark the conclusion of all that we have for you on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Ebonade 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 08065796599. You can as well send SMS on 08138397740 or 08139256742. Now we flip over to our WhatsApp portal for reactions. On our WhatsApp portal this morning, we have this message. It is coming from Patrick from Monteje, Nwaloto Patrick from Monteje. And he says, I want to use this opportunity to commend the Forum of Nigerian Governors for endorsing state police to address insecurity. I think it is a right step in the right direction. In my opinion, it is even long overdue. Going by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, the state governors are the chief security officers of their various states, but as you can see, it is not really practicable. And it says in a situation where a very serious security issue that needs to be attended to in a particular state and the hands of the particular state governor are tied in an aberration of the constitution, that means the constitutional security arrangement has to be amended to ensure maximum security to all the citizens of the country. And it says, after all, the protection of people's lives and property is the primary responsibility of government. This is coming from Waloto Patrick from Monteja. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. From our WhatsApp portal, we flip over to our SMS portal. We have this message. It is coming from Godwin Ayebunam from Umumbo, Ayamelum local government area of Anambra State. And he says, Governors, endorsing creation of state police is a round peg in a round hole. This will help combat insecurity in the country. But the governors should not use the state police to intimidate the opposition or the governed. If created, the state police will also provide employment to the teaming unemployed youths in the country. Godwin Ayebunam from Umumbo, I am Melum local government area of Anambra State. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Still on our SMS portal this morning, we have this message. It's coming from Ogochukwu Ifechukwu, and she says, Wike is a very wicked man by demolishing people's properties in this time of hunger and problems in Nigeria. Shows that you are not interested in what Nigerians are passing through. Ogochukwu Ifechukwu, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Still on our SMS portal this morning, we have this message, and it says, Good morning, 103.5FM, Ebona, the FM. Help me to tell Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Oluyode Olufemi, to rejab dismissed soldiers who did not commit this rigorous offense. I am still interested with my job. I am 13NA 707138 LCPL. I had a non-fidelis of 176 Guards Battalion, Wakwarada, Abuja. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I hope the right authorities heard your voice. Still on our SMS portal this morning, we have this message is coming from Honorable Onyedeka Osakwe. He says Nigerian army is only but giving warnings as a banditry, and the kidnapping has taken another dimension where ransoms are paid by government agencies without tracing the account. The funds are paid into the victims released. And okay, and he says the Senate issuing warrant of arrest against Julius Berger is because they refuse to compromise and to share money and give shoddy job. Wike is acting like a semi-god. Let him be cautioned. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Honorable Onyedika Osakwe. Well, this is the spot where we'll call it a day on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Airborne the 103.5 FM. Yes, remember, it comes your way weekdays in the morning once it's 7 o'clock. So keep a date and don't touch the dial of Airborne at the 103.5 FM. Once it's 8:20 this morning. Birthday Splash, the TGIF edition, will come your way this morning. So stay with Airborne at the 103.5 FM. Till we meet again, I am Martin. Have a blessed morning this morning.
The challenges of documenting memories in the 21st century is gone. When you have Ebona, 103.5 FM, here, what are you celebrating today? Birthdays, wedding anniversary, traditional wedding, chieftaincy conferment, or fala, etc. Approach Ebona, 103.5 FM, Ogidi, today to document your event. Ebona, 103.5 FM offers you live coverage of your events on radio and social media, video and photo coverages, feature on magazines, photo books, and others, news coverage of political and other events. Take this offer and receive a complete coverage. For more information, call or WhatsApp 08065796599, or you visit Ebona 103.5 FM Ogidi, opposite Omunike Boys, inside European Residency Hotel, Ogidi.
There is boy child, Jesus Christ was born on Christmas Day.
Christmas this year, 2024, is going to be off the hook.
Where are my choristers?
Kedu ndị ụka anyị ikwu ukwe na-amasị?
As Ebonadi 103.5 FM presents Ebonadi Christmas Carol of 9 Lessons live performance
Featuring
Sion Choir and Teresa Catholic Church, Umuonia.
Our Ladies Catholic Church Choir, Ogidi, and the St. Michael and All Angels Anglican Church Choir, Ogidi.
Ebonadi on-air personalities and many choristers.
Nakwa ndị ọzọ.
It is happening at European Residency Hotel, Ogidi, which will take place on the 15th of December 2024. The Christmas Carol party will start by 2 o'clock.
For inquiries and sponsorship, please call us on 080-657-96599.
Ebonadi 103.5 FM, Christmas Carol. Come, let's worship Christ the Lord, the season of love.
Jesus Christ was born on Christmas Day.
Mgbe maka dịzị ya na-agba egwu, data ihe nsogbu.
Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Napapoa production. Police for vigilante. Now my business is mine. When I will tell you HJ radio drama, Erico. HJ radio drama, Erico, Canada every Monday, 8 o'clock p.m. with a repeat broadcast on Saturday, 3 o'clock p.m. Now, Ebona 103.5 FM.
If you move by English or English,
Amara mi le wa di amu. Ko na ga do na na ko na ni ri ko na ye. Nke ka ku ke wona ala ma wu na ye mo le si.
Ekokona ka call dinka call. Residency Hotels Leofino Ogidi. Ogidi's #1 place for all type of events. Burunia Dewa, from corporate to social gathering or any type of parties, even end-of-year parties on the club. We have air-conditioned hall, an outdoor space of a very good capacity. When Nebiano, come, let us celebrate your event in style. Residency Hotel Leofino Ogidi. If you are somebody with a zibote taste, when Emmanuel back in the I want delicious meals, drinks and spirits brewed in different parts of the world. For booking, call 081-4567-8901. One more. Come, let's make your event come through the way it's dream or your plan of why. Residency Hotels Leofino Ogidi, Ogidi's best place for premium events. Ask for an amount again.
Okay, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share, right?
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political view comes to you